9:52. Looks like I'm running out of space on my phone. I need to do some editing and delete some stuff. I am out in the middle of nowhere, not far from home, because John had set up to go to his friend's house, who also lives, out this direction. It is really nice out here. We live a little too close to the highway, and our neighborhood is kind of junky in comparison, but yeah. Horses and trees and stuff, that's nice. I forgot how tall this hill is. Okay. I can see forever up here. It's gonna be a nice day, I think. It's supposed to get warm. It's supposed to get to about 73 degrees. It's a little cool right now, hence the big comfy hoodie. But it'll be a little too hot for it later. February, right? The bottle of lemonade that I'm fermenting slightly did not blow up overnight. And I kind of want to check into getting a proper airlock. I think I may have missed my turn. I've missed my turn. I'll take the next road. And as I didn't pop off the cap or split the bottle or anything, I count myself lucky, but that means the yeast is going to be doing its job a little too fast, and I should probably drink it within the next couple of days before it turns into hooch. Although lemon wine does kind of sound good. It's really neat to drive out here and see some of the houses, some of the larger ones that have been kind of built similar to the style of the old Spanish missions that we used to have in the area, scattered across the state. Very, very long time ago. Interesting history. Oh man, look at this. I know I am looking a mess right now. I forgot there's a church over here. That's a lot of people. So I will be on call in case John and his little friend aren't getting along. Anything like that. I hope they have a fun time today. That'd be good. Those two are very similar in personality. Very bouncy. Kind of loud. They don't mean to be, but they're loud. And they get along so well. Until they don't. There was a period at one point where they were not speaking for, I think it was almost a year. And one little conversation and apology, and they're best friends again. You gotta watch out for those personality pairings. It can be a lot. I am running out of space. I'm making a mess in the kitchen again. It's cornmeal mush. It's a type of porridge. I made a batch and a half because I am planning to store some for what is it called? I don't remember the name of it, but you fry slices of it in frying pan, usually in bacon grease, and then you eat it like French toast with butter and maple syrup. Sugar-free for me. But it's gotta cool before I can put the loaf pan in the fridge. So I'm trying to be patient here. I am. I didn't think this pot would hold an entire double batch. That's why I only made a batch and a half. I hope it's thick enough to make for good slices, but in the meantime, I'm gonna eat this and try very, very hard not to eat the entire pot. Right, yesterday I showed that I was making some mildly fermented lemonade. I was using a juice based, of course. I did add sugar and just, you can hear the fizzy sound. It's working well. Still smells terribly yeasty. I'm absolutely not going to be doing that with that much yeast again, but it's fizzy and drinkable. Now, it hasn't been going long enough to turn into alcohol yet, so at this point it's just a lemon soda, just a yeast soda. Natural carbonation. I was describing this to someone as within the first few days, all it's going to manage to do, alcohol content wise, it would be to turn into something similar to kombucha. I really was concerned when I decided to try this, to try doing this, that it was the acidity would just kill the yeast. I'm really glad this worked. Mostly, I just really miss lemon Fanta. They discontinued that a few months after I discovered it in my teens. I don't think they plan to bring it back either, so I gotta make do. 12:07, and I'm taking the dog for a walk. And my neighbors are throwing things onto a trailer. The kind you actually pull behind your car, not the kind that you live in. Could you not walk right directly under me, bud? Come on. So, interesting fact about the dog. I can never get him to go out for a walk unless both my parents aren't home. My dad went out to vote and go to the store. And that's the only reason he didn't run away when I picked up his leash. Very complex dog. I've been busy again. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I took John his sleeping bag so he can stay over at his friend's house. Through his medications, through a change of clothes, a toothbrush, all of that, pillow. And then I drove to Austin. This is an airlock. I don't think I'm going to be able to throw anyone out of it, but I like to keep my options open. That's a joke. That is a very crude, violent joke. I am now the proud owner of 3 of these little funny lumpy guys with red hats. Oh, there we go. I'm dropping things. This is great. This is a bung. It has a hole. The airlock goes in the hole. The bung goes into the bung hole, which is... sounds awful. But it is the opening of whatever I'm fermenting things in. I've picked up actual winemaking yeast and tools that I don't yet fully understand how to use, but heaven help me, I am going to do my best, and I am going to sanitize them. This is pear. It is only a 1 quart bottle, but it is glass, and so I think I have a good chance with this. I am not dumping an entire packet of yeast in here. I messed that up with the very round container of lemonade. I keep having to let some pressure off because I am not trying to turn this into booze, hooch, moonshine. Human beings have been making this stuff for millennia. I've got some apple juice. I want to try to make it into a cider. But the 3 bungs that I picked up will not fit in the jar. I'm trying. I have a lot to learn. And I think I'm at the point where if I don't start messing up, I'm never going to... I will... You know the type of person who reads 4 or 5 books on a subject, thinks they're an expert, and then they put their hands on it and they're overconfident, they ruin everything. I don't want to get to that point of overconfidence. I really don't. I do know I'm going to mess some of this stuff up. I know that. But I've never really messed up with my yeast soda, so yes, I'm getting more of this. So I'm looking at information on how to, pasteurize it in the bottle and all of that. I'm really trying to finish off this lemonade before the yeast actually starts turning into alcohol. My phone's about to die. I've got to go charge it. But that's how my day is looking. Okay, it is 6:22. It's dinner time. My craft table is down, but completely covered in stuff for brewing. I'm ready to watch some TV and relax for a little bit. I'm thinking, what have not watched in a while? Blacklist, maybe? Yeah, I think it's time for some Blacklist. My dad made steaks on the grill. Real simple, real good. I put some leftover mashed potatoes and a big slice of bread and butter with it because I want some carbs. I can't handle an entire ribeye, so I cut off the parts that surround the fillet, and then the fillet gets used as leftovers. Works for us. I am tired and trying to think critically about best use of space. I don't know how I'm going to manage this, but it'll work. I'll make it work. Okay, it's 12:18 and I am barely staying awake. I watched a bunch of Blacklist. I'm glad I did. I'm at a good spot in it, I think. Also, I know there's only a few more seasons of it left, and I know that they're finishing that up. And I kind of want to catch up. So, also I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos, YouTube compilations of TikToks, anything amusing, and it's all starting to just blend together at this point. So, I need to get some sleep. I am definitely picking up my kiddo in the morning. He's not called me, he's not texted me. Why am I not surprised? Picking up my kiddo close to lunchtime. So using not all, but some of the supplies that I picked up at the homebrew supply. The rubber stopper was not doing the trick. So I think I need a different size for this size of bottle. I don't know why that would be like that. Maybe I should have had Bruce help me. He's got, more muscle. Oh. Nice. All the time in the gym is paying off. I'll be arm wrestling Arnold Schwarzenegger before you know it. That's enough out of me. I am all kinds of scatterbrained because I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna handle tomorrow's stuff tomorrow. But for today, thanks for sharing my day with me.